Morning. Well, this week we've been looking in Psalms 31. Last week we talked about hope and how the world needs hope. Uh, the problem is that far too often the world stops at hope. So we're going to take a look at a few verses out of what we read this week in Psalm 31, and then we're going to see where we go. Begin in verse 1. In you, Lord, I have taken refuge. Let me never be put to shame. Deliver me in your righteousness. Turn your ear to me. Come quickly to my rescue. Be my rock of refuge, a strong fortress to save me. Since you are my rock and my fortress, for the sake of your name, lead and guide me. Keep me free from the trap that is set for me, for you are my refuge. Into your hands I commit my spirit. Deliver me, Lord, my faithful God. You ever hoped for something and it didn't happen? Hope. You're probably hoping for things right now, but you really don't believe that they're going to come true. They're just hopes. When I was a kid, I hoped it didn't rain on game day. And most of the time it didn't, but it did some. I used to hope that I'd get a good grade, but when you don't plan to study or do your homework, good grades are just that. They're hopes. They don't really happen. So what do we need to turn hope into something bigger and better? Well, for hope to grow, it has to become faith. And faith is believing that something can happen. Not just that it can, but that there's becoming a higher probability that it will. And for something to happen, we have to believe that it's possible. So what happens when we're facing the impossible? Well, it's when we need to have faith in a God who that is nothing impossible for. The psalmist writing there in Psalm 31 said, I'm no longer going to trust myself. I'm no longer going to trust these other things. I will from now on only trust you, God. You are the one who will save me. Do you believe that God can do anything? Do you believe that God is strong enough, powerful enough? You see, if you don't believe that, then there's no place to put your hope. But if you believe that God is who he says he is, and if you can grasp the concept that not only is he who he says he is, but that he loves you like he says he does, then you can trust him. Put your faith in him. Believe that he can what you can't. And your hope will turn to faith. There's a world out there that's got a lot of hopes, but no faith at all. If you've developed some faith, if you're trusting God for any part of your life, then share that faith with someone who only has hope. Let them know how you can believe in something that seems impossible, and how you can trust something that you can't understand. And I believe in so doing, you'll truly experience the joy of living the Christian faith, and in his name I ask. Amen.